Alright, howdy folks. We are going to be talking about block prep. Prepping your block for cylinder head. As you can see, we've got the new pistons in. I believe you folks can see that. Let me zoom in here for a second. You'll be able to see number 4 piston here very shortly. These are our new pistons. All 4 of them are brand new. And the big thing is making sure that your bores stay clean and cleaning out your holes for your bolts, especially since these are torque to yield fasteners, folks. The big thing with torque to yield fasteners is that if they catch on something, you know, you're gonna get the wrong torque load. Sometimes it's lighter, sometimes it's heavier. But block prep. Now, if this video doesn't go too terribly long, we're also going to be torquing the cylinder head on. Sorry folks, you're just going to have to deal with the motorbikes. Alright. Now, if you've got an air compressor, folks, one of these blow-ons is your best friend when it comes to doing this. I have went in here already and I have cleaned out the holes. I have lubricated the holes so that realistically all I have to do is that. Now, folks, if you're gonna do it this way, make sure that you have proper eye protection, as it is very, very messy. And make sure to keep your hands away from the stream that's coming up. Okay, this is actually kind of the dangerous process to it. Folks, blowing out your cylinders, you know, making sure that they are nice and clean. Now, the big thing is to come in here with a tap. Well, properly you should have an actual set of thread chasers, but a tap will work. In our case, we are going to be using an M11 by 1.5 tap. Back it up. There we go. So we're just going to be doing this hole right here. And make sure that you go in a couple threads and come back. Go in a couple threads, come back. One. Now, as you can see, this one is clean. And you want to be doing this with a good quality tap. As you saw, I'm using a tap that was made in Japan. There's other manufacturers out there that make good quality taps. And after you're done chasing all the threads, make sure to come back with your blow nozzle, blow it all out. If you don't have a blow nozzle, paper towels, Q-tips down there, get all the garbage out of it. You know, this is about your torque. This is your clamp load onto your cylinder head, folks. Let me see if I can get you better focus here, folks. Okay, come on. All right. So, folks, this is a very important step in the process. Make darn sure that you have everything clean. So, now, realistically, folks, once you get it all clean, you should be able to do what I'm doing right here. Don't be afraid if you've got to take the bar your first couple times around and get it out with the bar, or your handle, whatever you're using. Don't be surprised if you got to do that. Now, for the heavier areas of to get a lot of chips out, get yourself a can of spray grease and just kind of put it in the flutes, folks. This is the way I do it. You know, there's people out there that are going to say, oh, this is the worst thing to do. I look at it like this. This is the way I do it. And if you don't like it, fine. This is the way I do it. And I just come back in with a can of WD-40 and get the grease out that way. WD-40 on a straw. And if you can, get yourself a set of taps, the starter tap, the machinist tap, and the bottoming tap. These are more of a machinist tap. They have a slight taper at the bottom, not a full taper. So, and as you can see, even though I've cleaned out the threads fairly well, there is still a little bit of garbage, especially if you start with the front ones and work your way to the back. In this configuration, folks, it's in the car, the engine's tilted back, and all the garbage runs to the back. So, now, let's talk about how the heck I'm going to prep the gasket. This is another point of controversy, I know, but some people say do not put anything on the gasket. Some people say hose it down with the best stuff possible. Okay. This is the head gasket we're going to be using, Victor Ryan's. Make sure that these dots actually go to this side. The big reason for that is that in here, okay, these dots sit on this side of your drain vector. The big reason for that is this oil passage right here. folks, there's a rubber bit inside the head gasket that seals this passage between the cylinder head and the block. So make sure that you've got that over that, or else you ain't gonna have any oil flow to your cylinder head. Alright, now I'm gonna prep this gasket out with spray gasket, high temp sealant. I'm gonna coat it and just leave and let it dry a little bit. Torque it on, slide the cylinder head on, and yeah. So I wanted to get this part done for you folks, because realistically I'm not going to show putting the cylinder head on. I'm going to show you torquing it down to specifications and getting a few of the things hooked up. Timing, that'll probably be in another video. We'll see how it goes with the head video. So if this is the end of this video, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Like I said, I'm just doing this bit by bit so that people can kind of follow along. And oh, before you put your cylinder head on, this is another big thing. Make sure that you have your head, your crank set up for top dead center. You know, pull your plug, set up your head for top dead center, because the way you want to put your cylinder head on, you're going to have your lock plate in the cylinder head. Okay? So that everything's zeroed out. You are not going to run valves into pistons. You're not going to be having complications where something's going to hang up. That is the big thing. So just make sure that you've got everything set at zero. And I hope that you would have your pump locked off so that realistically you don't have to go fighting with your pump. And for those folks that want to watch the cylinder head get put together, I have a video on that. I'll link it in I'll put it in an end card, so don't worry on that. I think I've covered everything. If I haven't, I'll tell you in the next video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.